Good morning. Now we will be doing the last part, that is the critical appraisal of industrial development 1950-1990. So the achievement of India's industrial sector during the first 7 plans are impressive indeed. So what were the achievements? The proportion of GDP contributed by the industrial sector increased in the period from 11 to 24. This rise in the industry share of GDP is an important indicator of development. The 6% annual growth of the industrial sector during the period is also admirable. Indian industry was no longer restricted to cotton, textile and jute. It also included engineering goods and a wide range of consumer goods. The industrial sector became well diversified by 1990. The promotion of small scale industries gave opportunities to people with small capital to get into business. Obviously, we studied yesterday in the lecture that small scale industries were given cheap means loan facilities at a very low interest rate. Okay, now so that it was a protection from the large scale industries. So the promotion of small scale industries gave opportunities to people with small capital to get into business. New investment opportunities helped in generating more employment. So small scale industries also generated employment, and it also promoted growth and equity. Protection from foreign competition through import substitution. Okay, so proportion in the GDP increased. Okay, small scale industries were provided various incentives so that people with small capital come up. New investment opportunities helped in generating more employment and also helped to achieve growth and equity. Okay, protection from foreign competition, that is through import substitution, enabled the development of indigenous industries, that is domestic industries. However, this protection had 2 drawbacks. First was inward looking strategy. Our policies were inward oriented, and so we failed to develop a strong export sector. Next, the lack of competition. Another drawback was lack of competition. Due to restrictions on imports, some domestic producers made no sincere efforts to improve the quality of their goods, and it forced the Indian consumers to purchase whatever is produced by them. So the domestic industry failed to achieve international standards of product quality. So now what is this inward looking trade strategy? Means to stop imports. This is inward looking trade strategy, means to restrict the imports. Okay, so this was a trade strategy which was a drawback. Next was the lack of competition. Many producers thought that okay, whatever the quality is, we can continue production because already the imports are restricted. So there is no foreign competition. So people will not shift to any other product. So we can continue with the low quality products. So they did not have any you can say incentive, or they lacked the energy of improving their products. Okay, as there was no competition. Next is the licensing policy. It helped the government to monitor and control the industrial production. However, excessive regulation by the government created 2 difficulties. So another achievement was the licensing policy that we discussed the earlier day, that you need to have a license before you start production of a commodity. So licensing policy helped the government to monitor and control the industrial production. However, excessive regulation by the government created 2 difficulties. First was misuse. It was misused by the industrial houses. Some big industrialists would get a license not for starting a new firm but to prevent competitors from starting new firms. Time consuming. This was taking a license to start a new production or to expand your production or to diversify the production. This paperwork, this licensing work was very complicated and very much time consuming. So some misused so that no new industries would come up, and it was very much time consuming. Next is the public sector. One benefit was that the government helped, that the government brought about the licensing policy, but it had 2 drawbacks of misuse and time consumption. public sector made a remarkable position by creating a strong industrial base. I have discussed it earlier also, that the private sector did not have that resource base to start up a new industry, so the government had to intervene there. So the public sector made a remarkable contribution by creating a strong industrial base, developing infrastructure and promoting development of backward areas. However, the public sector continued to monopolize in certain non-essential areas which could have been handled by the private sector. For example, telecommunication, hotel industry, production of goods. Okay, so as a result, precious funds of the public sector channelized into areas where private sector could have been easily engaged. So where the private sector could have flourished, the government sector still intervened there. Like the hotel industry, production of goods, telecommunication. Many public sector, like in the telecommunication sector, you see there is BSNL, there is Airtel, Vodafone also. So the government sector intervened. Hotel industry, you will also see private hotels as well as the government hotels. So many public sector firms also incurred huge losses but continued to function because of difficulty in closing a government undertaking. Yes, you can say BSNL, it is making a huge loss, but still it's working because it is not possible to close a government undertaking. The monopoly of public sector in such non-essential areas was criticized by many scholars. According to them, the role of public sector should be limited to only some areas. Obviously, like those areas like defense, production of arms and ammunitions, then you can say railways. Okay, so there must be few sectors, and iron and steel. Okay, then other capital goods industry. So there must be few sector, then power sector. Okay, so there must be only few sectors where the government should be limited, because in those sectors huge investment is needed and the returns take a long time. But the other sectors, the private sector should get a hold. Okay, so the public sector made huge contribution by creating a strong industrial base, but it suffered from all these drawbacks. Okay, now we will be concluding the chapter.